guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing something very exciting. It's something I've been wanting to do for so long actually, and that is to dye my hair brown. Now you might think I'm crazy because I do have level 10 platinum hair under this orange, but I just feel like it's time. I kind of miss my brown hair, although I think I'm gonna try to do something slightly lighter than my natural color. We'll see. But yeah, I kind of just want it for a while. And I think my hair could use a break because although the colors don't do any damage because they're all like demi-permanent colors with like, basically you're doing like a deep conditioning treatment. But I do have to bleach my roots in order to do those colors. And this past year, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've been very careless with bleaching because I'm just over it and I hate it every time I have to do it because it takes so long and it's just very hard to do yourself. So because I haven't been very careful, I have experienced some breakage. I think it's right there. There might be some more on this side, basically back here. So that, along with the fact that I do miss my brown hair, I'm like, it's time. And I think it'll be very pretty for like the winter and stuff. And also, I'm not just dyeing my hair, I'm also cutting it. I've been waiting to cut my hair because you guys know I like my hair like around here, but I don't know why I haven't been cutting it. So we're gonna do that all at once. Well, I'm gonna cut first and then we're gonna dye it because I don't want to waste any hair dye on this bottom part that's gonna get chopped off anyway. So let's go do that. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna have to completely straighten my hair. I went and washed it last night and then didn't use any conditioner, although I don't know if the dye that I have you need to do that, but I'm just used to that because of the demi-permanent colors I use. That's why it looks a little weird. I did sleep with it slightly wet still. So, gonna plug this in. And then while we wait for that to heat up, let me show you guys the colors I'm gonna be using. So, I just ordered it from Sally's. And basically, I watched Brad Mondo's video of like, basically how to go from blonde hair to brown the correct way. And I already knew you needed to like fill your hair, basically put some pigment back in those level 10 strands that have no color. And that is why I planned my colors this way, where I did orange and then the next color would be brown. So I did want to do it when it was slightly darker, but I took too long. But hopefully this is still good to fill in those like those colors that my hair needs. And then these are the two that he recommended, although this is like the generic version, I think. I don't remember what the regular brand is, but it was hard to find. So this popped up and it says it's the same. So I'm gonna be using medium golden brown and medium neutral brown. And luckily he did put all like the specific measurements and stuff. So I'm gonna try to do it just like him. Even though my base, I guess, is not exactly the same, but hopefully the color still looks nice in the end. And speaking of Brad Mondo, I am gonna be using his like method for cutting your own hair as well, just like I did the other times I cut my hair. I love this straightener. So I'm gonna hear, I've had it for years and it heats up so fast. And I feel like it does a really good job of just straightening my hair very quickly. So gotta make sure everything is super duper straight so that when I cut it, you know, everything is like cut perfectly straight. Well, won't be perfect because I'm doing it myself, but hopefully it'll be good enough. All right. My hair is straight. I also brought in another mirror so I can see what I'm doing in the back because now I need to section it. I think I'm going to do it in 4 parts. Oh wait, I remember the tutorial. There's something about like, maybe I should watch it again. But I think it's like where like the peak of your head is, that's where you part it if I remember correctly. So this will all get tied together. I have to make sure I'm pulling it back and down as I tie it. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same for the other 3 parts. I think those in the back are at the same level. I have a little measuring tape that I'm gonna use to check. And this we pull out towards the shoulder. Let's measure. So in the front, I'm cutting off about 6 inches, a little bit more than that. And in the back, what's it at? The back, it's almost 7, so I need to lower the back a little bit. I mean, in the mirror back here, it does look pretty even. I don't know if it's even with the front. I always find that very hard to tell. I think just once I cut it and bring it together, I'll have a better idea. So, let's get started, shall we? Here goes nothing. Actually, let me make sure. Where do I want it? I want it like right here. But I should give myself a little extra room in case I need to do some touch-ups, you know? So my collarbone is here, so I think that's where I'll go. first piece, woo! I'm excited. I love having short hair. It's so like low maintenance, and I feel like because my hair is so fine, it's usually very flat. That's why I don't usually like straighten it, because it gets even flatter. But when it's shorter, it has a bit more volume, which is nice. All right, now right here. Well, I have like some loose pieces. Whoops. Now this part is always a little scary because there's more hair in the back, so sometimes it doesn't go like straight through. I have to cut it a few times. Okay, let's see. So that's there. I guess this much. See? So that's always a little scary. But these are like hair scissors, so it's not too bad. There goes that hair. Too bad I can't donate any of this since it's, you know, bleached and dyed. Okay, and then I think like here. Caleb is home and I could ask him to check everything for me, but he's always so unsure. He's like, I have no idea if that's the same, so not very helpful, you know? Okay, well, this is always the scary part, but don't worry. Everything is fixable. So here's the front part and the back part. Yeah, that definitely needs some fixing. It always does. I always feel like the lower layer ends up longer. No matter, I've tried like pulling my hair many different ways and it always does that. But this is where now we go in and perfect everything. First I need to decide, am I happy with this length? I think so, because if I go up to the shorter pieces, I think that's perfect. So let's see, how is the back part meet? Honestly, they're meeting up pretty well. I just need to fix these like longer pieces that are on this lower layer of hair. That's why hairstylists, I guess, are always telling you to move your head like down, and then you like start to go up and they're like, because they need to get these long pieces. This side, not as good, the transition, so I'm gonna fix that. Sorry, I put the camera on this side because I feel like there would be better light, but the mirror is here. So when I'm doing this side, you can't really see anything. Okay, I think that's better. I'm still gonna go in and like cut it like this to like thin out the bottom and just make it blend a bit better. But first I just want to fix the overall like length. This is where my mirror comes in because I need to cut hair in the back of my head. I forgot how difficult this is. It's getting dark. I'm gonna have to turn this light on. Hopefully that lighting is not too bad, but I don't know. Still not great, but I'm gonna start point cutting and seeing if that helps. Because everything now is just too sharp. And when you do it like that and it's not perfect, it's very obvious. Not bad. I feel like I need to cut the front a little bit, but I'm a little scared. I want to like finish everything and then make sure that the front part is where it needs to be. But the back definitely needs to be thinned out a bit. Not too much, like I said. I already don't have much hair and it's very thin, so I don't want to take out too much of the volume. To do the back, I just kind of grab, like I pull down so it stays firm like this, and then cut. Sorry, the angle's so bad. It's more important that I be able to see than you guys be able to see. Alright, I think we're getting there. Still need to fix up a little bit, but getting close. Okay guys, I think I'm done. I think this is the best I'm gonna get it for now, and I'll probably continue to touch up things as I notice stuff like throughout the week. But I think it's okay for now. And I usually wear my hair like kind of wavy, so it won't be as noticeable if it's not like perfectly straight. But I think not bad. So now we move on to the more exciting part, which is the color. Okay, so I have the screenshot here of the mixture that Brad Mondo did. So he did 30 grams of 6G and 15 grams of 6N, and he used one of those little hair like applicator bottles. I don't have that, so I'm just gonna do it in a bowl. And those bottles hold 8 ounces. So that's how I'm gonna measure it. Basically, once I get these grams in the bowl, I'll switch it to ounces and then fill the rest with developer until we reach 8 ounces. Okay, so let's start with this. Okay, it's already in grams. And then I'll 0 that. All right, so first we want 6G. I don't know why this is scary. Like I could always just throw it out and make more. Oh, 30 grams is a lot more than I thought. Oh, there, 31. Whoops. Now we do 6N, which is medium neutral brown. And for this one, we only do 15 grams. I wonder why, because I want it to be more neutral than golden. But maybe it's because of the whole like lots, you know, like lack of pigment in the bleached hair. This is 15, so I need this to say 46, I guess, since I went a bit over. 48, I'm really bad at this. Now developer. He didn't say what volume he used, but I have 20 volume and I feel like that should be fine. So now we switch the grams to fluid ounces, I guess. So it's currently at 1.6. I'm gonna make a lot. I feel like that's gonna be way too much for my hair. We're gonna go for 8 ounces here. Okay, we're at 3. I'm gonna do it little by little so I don't put too much. It'll be like the rest of my bottle. A little more. There we go. Ooh, that one's perfect. 8 ounces. Okay, well, now we mix. It's very full and looks very liquidy, so I have to be careful. Just gonna slowly mix it. I guess this is why the bottle is nice, because you just like cover the hole on top and like shake it. This does not look like it's gonna make my hair brown, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna trust the process, I guess. Could I be worried that it looks yellow? Maybe I should check out his video and see what the mixture looks like. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but like his hair dye looks kind of reddish. So I don't know what I did wrong. It's yellow, and now I'm worried. So I'm like, do I put more of the pigments maybe until I get it like a darker color? Because I really don't think this is gonna do anything. I could test it, I guess. I'm gonna take a little bit of this. Put it on a strand of hair. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do anything. I guess I just add more. So but I wanna still keep the ratio correct for the dyes. So let's turn this on. Maybe I do 10 and 5 and see what happens. It's still so yellow. I don't know what to do. Like, do I start another batch? But I don't know if I have enough of this. I could try. You know what? Let's try mixing in a different bowl. In worst case, I mix them all together in some container. 30 grams of this. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough of that. That's everything. That's 16. I guess we go with 8 grams of this 6N. So I need to get to 24. Now what I'm thinking is, instead of putting the developer in right now, maybe I try to move some of this into here. And I guess I just stop adding when the color looks right. This is a disaster. If this doesn't work, I might just buy some overtone brown dye. And if you're wondering why I didn't do that before, it's because I don't know what kind of pigments are in there, like the undertones and stuff. And this, I could get exactly like the colors I needed separately and then like put it together. Okay, I don't know what to do, because even here the mixture looks yellow. I'm about to start putting more of the neutral. Then I feel like this isn't enough. All right, it's time for a third bowl. Okay. So it's because this one is so tiny, so I'm going to pour it into here. And then I'm going to add some of this, because I definitely need more than that to dye all of my hair. Although it is short now, so I don't need as much as I usually do. I'm going to mix. And then I might add in more of the neutral if it feels too yellow. Sorry, at this point I'm going to have like no exact measurements for you guys. Let's go watch Brad's video and hopefully somehow it works out for you. I'm just going to put everything. I need to make sure I have enough. Maybe it's because I'm using this generic brand. Maybe if I had used, I think it's like from Redken, the one he used. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, at this point I think I just have to do a test strand and see what happens. Okay, so let me do it here. Oh! Wait a second. This is where I like touched my hair earlier with what I had. It actually is a bit dark. Ooh, so now did I make it too dark? I don't know, but this is all I have now, so I'm gonna just part my hair so we can test on the bottom. Definitely gonna need some gloves for this, because as I said, it's very liquidy. So this is probably gonna be messy, but I'm gonna try my best to not make a mess. All right, here we go. I was honestly thinking it wasn't gonna do anything, but after seeing how this already darkened, and this was before like I darkens the whole thing a bit. So now I actually have, I wouldn't say high hopes because I feel like I never do, but I think it'll turn out okay. It's weird because it doesn't look like it's doing anything, but I think with time as it processes, then we'll start to see it more. I'm used to colors where like as soon as you put it on your hair, like you see it. It's hard to know if I've missed anything since I don't really see the color. All I can tell is if it's like wet or not. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do if this doesn't work because I have a dinner tonight and I don't want my hair looking all crazy. But I don't know, I don't want to use box dye. This is demi-permanent, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I didn't want to like commit fully yet. So I'm using demi-permanent. And then later on we'll see what I do if I decide to use a permanent color or continue to doing this in case I change my mind and want to do something else. I really should have done this beforehand. I don't know why I didn't section like I normally do. Look at that. It's getting dark. Do you see it? That's exciting. Hopefully not too dark, and hopefully I didn't really mess it up by adding so much of the neutral color. But I mean, if it turns out super neutral, that's fine, right? I feel like that's better than it turning out super golden. Oh jeez, I'm making a mess. And that's why I have my hair shirt. Which, by the way, I get so many questions about this shirt, especially like when I post like reels and TikToks and stuff. People asking me where I got it, and I feel like I've said this on my channel before, but basically I just had the idea of the shirt, and my sister has like a heat press machine. So we just wrote it out on the computer and she was able to like press it onto the shirt for me. I just got like a basic t-shirt at like Hobby Lobby. So yes, this was my creation with my sister's help. And honestly, I've actually considered like selling them. Like, not like to make profit, but just like so other people can have it. Like it would basically be made to order. Like if someone orders one, then my sister would make it and ship it out for you guys. Because I do think it's kind of cool, you know? Because everybody has a hair shirt, but usually it's just like a random t-shirt that you don't care about. And I don't know, I just wanted one that was like specific for this and wasn't just like something random. I guess as it starts to darken, I'll be able to tell if I missed any spots, because it'll be pretty obvious. Normally I do a time lapse while I'm dyeing my hair, but I guess I'm in a chatty mood, so you guys are getting this kind of in real time. My sectioning is terrible. Hopefully that doesn't make me miss spots. Also, this is way too much hair dye. Like I'm already getting to the top and the bowl still looks so full. So I'll definitely go in and add more just to make sure everything is like super saturated. But then I'll also keep the rest. I'll like store it so I can use it again if I like the color. Oh, actually, I don't know how that works with Developer. Maybe I can't do that because I think Developer has like a certain amount of time where it's like active and you know, processing, but then I think it stops. So it's kind of a shame that I used up all the color. But honestly, these are very cheap. I think like one was $6 and the other one was like on clearance for like $3. So it's not expensive at all. Oh my god, look at the dark. Like starting to see it near my face is weird. Also, I should probably wipe this stuff off before I get all stained. Oh my god, there's so much dye on the floor. Probably should have put something down. I just didn't expect it to be so watery. So the reason I'm so excited about this is because I did dye my hair brown last year, honestly around the same time, kind of. I think maybe it was in January, but I dyed it with the Overtone Espresso Brown Coloring Conditioner, but my hair was slightly longer and I wanted short brown hair, but I needed my hair that length because of a costume that I was going to be wearing to a convention. So basically, by the time that I could cut my hair, the brown had already faded so much it didn't really look very good. So that's why I ended up never doing it. So this time I was like, if I'm gonna dye my hair brown, I'm also gonna cut it and I'm finally gonna have the short brown hair that I've never had. Because although my natural color is brown, I've never had it short while it's brown. I've had it short a few times, but every time I was blonde or had like a different color on it. Oh my god, look how dark it's getting. That's exciting. All right, moving on to the last piece. It's so weird. You can see like how here it still likes the part I just did. And that's the part I did like a few minutes ago. And then down here, it's very dark. I'm gonna go in, since I still have so much left, and just apply more everywhere and like really get it in there. I really hope I didn't miss any spots, but they will be easy to spot, so I can easily fix it later, I guess. Honestly, I think it's pretty well saturated. So I think I'm just gonna put a little cap so I don't get anything dirty. It says to let it develop for 20 minutes. I'm gonna go wait, wash my hair. Maybe I'll show you guys how it looks wet, I don't know, or I'll just come back with it dry. I probably, just to speed it up, will blow dry it. So, be right back. Are you guys ready? I am so happy right now. Like, this is exactly what I wanted. Like, it's actually so perfect. I was a little scared there when things didn't seem to be going according to plan, but I'm so happy with the result. It's a bit lighter than my roots, as you can see, so I'm glad I didn't go any lighter because it's already pretty, I feel like it's more obvious on camera than in person, but because it's not like, I didn't do like a shadow root, it's like a very like straight edge here. So yeah, if I went any lighter, it would just be like weird contrast. So I think this is fine. Like I said, in person, it doesn't really look all that different, but it's such a beautiful, like kind of like chocolatey brown, like it's honestly perfect. And I feel bad that I can't really give the correct measurements, although I kind of can actually, because I ended up using both of the bottles completely, like of the two colors, 6G and 6N. The only thing I would need to figure out is the developer. So in order to get the right amount of developer, you would first have to do the 30 grams of 6G and then 15 grams of 6N, and then basically get it to 8 ounces with the developer. Does that make sense? And then after you've done that, then you just add the rest of the color. And then you should get something like this, but also it depends on the color you're starting with. I had that kind of like pale, almost like pastel, peachy, orange color. But yeah, I'm just so happy. I love that it's short. I love that I finally get to see myself with short brown hair. And I really think I'm gonna enjoy this for quite a while. Which brings me on to the next thing. I know you guys might be wondering, like, well, if you dyed your hair brown and you might even use permanent color soon, are there gonna be no more hair dyeing videos? This is something I've thought about a lot, and honestly, it's been a while now where I've kind of just been tired of doing all the colors. I do still really like pink and I like lavender, but whenever I do the other colors, I find that I get sick of them so quickly. So I need this break, and so I don't know what's gonna happen with my channel because I know most of you are here for that. I have thought of doing things on like a wig or something like that. If you guys still want me to like test new colors and stuff like that, let me know if you would be interested in that. And then I've always done some kind of hair content on my channel, even if it's like hairstyles or hair care and all of that. So I will continue to include things like that as well. But yeah, there won't really be like me putting colors on my hair for a while, I think, because maybe I'll get bored of this really quick too, and then I'll just go back to the blonde. I don't know. But for those of you who decide to stay, you will see obviously thrifting content, home decor content, all that stuff that I love, like makeovers, DIYs, and some hair stuff sprinkled in here and there. So if you stay for that, then I appreciate it. But if not, I understand, because if the channel is no longer gonna constantly put out the type of content that you want, then I get why you wouldn't want to stick around. But this is something that I just needed to do. I was literally just dyeing my hair for the channel at like this point, so I needed to do what, you know, would make me happy. And who knows, maybe I'll test a few brown colors, because this is gonna fade. It is a demi-permanent color, so you guys can follow along for that journey too. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed like how this turned out. Like, is it not such a perfect brown color? The problem with my original color is that it's so dark that I didn't like that when I wore like black clothes, it would just get lost in my clothes. But I feel like this is the perfect color that even if I was wearing like a black t-shirt, you would still be able to see like where my hair ends, and I like that. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if there are specific things you guys would want me to do videos on, because I can still talk about, you know, like all the pinks I've tried and which ones are the best and the brands and all of that. So if you want anything specific, leave it in the comments and I will do my best to film those videos. And also to answer any questions if you guys have questions. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna stop talking and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.